season and barely made it into the finals. What an emotional roller coaster they've been on to get to this point. And here's Stephanie McAllister on bars.
To get up into those 9-9 ranges, they're going to have to hit every handstand. Oh, have perfect form. You can see a big leg separation there. So this will hopefully be the score they count out.
Yeah, and she could still, what, get a 9.85? I mean, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad, but when you're looking at a 9.935 average, we're talking about being as perfect as possible. Dismounting with a full twisting double back. Nice routine, but not enough for that average.
Yeah, she reeled it in and had a pretty good finish. But the score is just, it's so much to ask. There's a 9.825 for Stephanie McAllister. Now, here's what they've got to do. 49.750. That means 9.950. Each gymnast, all 5 scores, have to average that.
And like I said, I mean, that's very difficult. However, this would be the event that they could do it on. Here's
Kennesaw, Georgia's Ashley O'Neal for Alabama.
Bama's another team that's really fun to watch on this event. And to be honest with you, at this point, all they can do is go out and have a good time because they cannot control what's already happened with Georgia. Catching her breath and doing some break dancing, I would call that.
Getting funky.
She gets ready for a double pipe. Beautiful. Great start.
Sarah Patterson's got to be so proud. 4 national championships in her hip pocket. You know, down deep, they know that each of these programs are making the others better. 9.875 for Ashley O'Neal. Georgia in the hall. The anticipation, some anxiety as they watch these scores come in. Let's get over to the bars now. Nina Kim for Utah.
Mounts onto the high bar. A little short there on that cast handstand. Beautiful toe hand, though, to bail handstand. You know, when the pressure's on, you can see athletes holding back. And I mentioned that earlier, that when they hold back, they tend to not get all the way up to the vertical line. She's had great release moves. She winds up. They really need to stick this landing. Full twisting double back. Pretty close. Slight deduction there, though.
It's a little bit like a golfer holding onto the club and not releasing, right? I mean, it's the same kind of process that they go through. 9.80 for Nina Kim. And we get back to the floor. Caitlin Sullivan, little Sweet Home Alabama.
And the crowd goes wild for that. Alabama always has great fans. Very nice cat leap series. Gets ready for this last tumbling pass. Performing a front tumbling pass. Can be difficult to land. Front layout, front full. Small step, but very little deduction.
A very unique finish. Picturesque for Caitlin Sullivan. It is a little easier to let it go on this event, isn't it?
Oh, much easier, especially when you have a crowd cheering for you like that.
But the gym dogs are being heard from, waiting in the wings for the results to come in, helping their fan base, sensing another national championship. And Gael Mackie for Utah. Back to the bars, and they need big scores the rest of the way.
You know, Tim, they've had great routines. It's kind of funny that we're saying that the 9.85s aren't good enough, but when you're talking about winning the championship this year, it's just not.
I don't know that we've ever seen average scores as high as we've seen in this competition.
Wow. Great reach there on that release move. You can really see him fighting for it. Very aggressive there on the handstand. Winding up for the dismount. Double layout. Now that was a great routine.
And she knows it. 9.850 for Mackie. These are solid performances by the Utes and by Alabama, but are they good enough to stop Georgia's run for 5 straight? Back with the end of the competition after this.
You guys made history tonight. 2009 has the NCAA record for the most national championships ever.
This was a battle.
This team was awesome. And it was all about the magic.
Understanding where you are, and this is rarefied air. The Georgia team understanding that another national championship is on the way, 5 consecutively. And no matter the sport, Amanda, the challenge is great, and Georgia has met each one.
Well, it's never easy. Every year somebody's challenging them. This year Alabama has been the team. They beat them in the conference championship, and coming into this, it's not a for sure thing. Somebody is always on your tail when you're the defending champion.
Back to the bars now. Bijak for Utah. The race is on now for second, really, between Alabama on floor X and Utah on the bars.
Beautiful release move up to the high bar, coming back. A nice giant full. Excellent form. You see that beautiful vertical line holding the handstand. Finishing with a very difficult double front. There we go, enough rotation to land that one.
And it's a fantastic routine, really, off the bars for Bijak, a 9.85, but mathematically they are eliminated from having a chance at the national championship. Now over to vault and Hartung.
Yurchenko 1.5 in the tuck position.
Well, she's had a tremendous meet, hasn't she?
She has. Let's take another look at it. You can see great height off the table. 1.5 twist. Beautiful landing.
She and Miranda Smith have really held up their end of the bargain for Rhonda Fain. 9.90 for Hartung. Alabama looking to pad their stats, solidify second with Ricki Lebegern on the floor.
A little bit of a mistake there, I think. 1.5 punch front. Won't be a big deduction by any means, but usually you see her perform a harder trick out of that pass.
Yeah, but it will eliminate probably a 9.9, which is really what they need at this stage.
One tumbling pass to go. Finishing it out with the double pike. And my favorite part of the routine, watch this. She actually spells it out.
You can see the judges light up to that. I mean, they're all smiling.
And I think the crowd had her routine memorized as well.
Very intense, Ricki Lebegern. A solid 9.850, but that means only second place in their future, and Georgia knows it. They understand now they are national champions for the 10th time in their history, 5th in a row.
And the seniors really enjoying that moment.
Kristina Baskett, talk about incredible careers. It'll be sad to see her leave this sport. Here she is on bars.
She's had an incredible day today. Beautiful bar routine. Tkachev, down to a pack salto. Right back up to the high bar. No breathe time in this routine as she winds up for the dismount. Double layout. Now that's a routine that deserves 9.9 for Utah. Let's take another look up at her second half of the bar routine. She does a release move up to the high bar. She has great swing, beautiful handstand, really fights for that vertical line there. All right. She winds up, perfect release time, double layout, drops it right in.
Their chances of finishing second are enhanced by that performance. 9.90, 49.275 for Utah. But Morgan Dennis has a chance to give Alabama second alone here on floor exercise.
Morgan is a huge weapon for this Alabama team, not just on the floor exercise, but on all 4 events. But her first pass will tell you why. He makes it look easy, but a very difficult double layout. Incredible height.
Get on an elevator.
You can see her teammates clapping in the background. Comes back with the front through to another double back. There again, incredible height. It's like she barely runs. It's like she's trotting into it. And let me tell you, it's not easy to do.
Yeah, she makes it look effortless. She really does. This may be for second place, but second never felt better than it does right now for Morgan Dennis.
Well, and they have just had a great competition on all 4 events. Finishing it out with the double back. Great landing.
Flawless. What a performance from Morgan Dennis.
And the Bama fans love it.
Rammer, jammer, yellow hammer. Alabama is there and should be a solid second in this competition.
Well, we talked about her power. This is a very difficult 2 flips in a straight body position, double layout. Perfect landing.
And look at that, a 49.50, which puts Alabama in second place. So the SEC will go 1-2 in this competition. Utah third, Florida, Arkansas, and LSU rounding out our final standings. The Georgia Gym Dogs have done it again. Yet another national championship. The emotion really free-flowing now for Suzanne Yocklin. This is it. 26-year career is over. After tonight, Jay Clark giving her a hug. He'll take over the reins of this program next year. AT&T, your world delivered. And by Reese's, perfect. Well, coming up next on the CBS Sports Spectacular, 16 USBC champions, men, women, team, and seniors team up and knock them down at bowling's Clash of Champions. Once again, a final look at the standings. Georgia claiming an unprecedented 5th in a row, 10 overall national championships for Suzanne Yocklin in her final year. Alabama winds up in second. And with the champions, here again is Amanda.
Suzanne, congratulations. After talking to you after the first 2 events, it was like you knew you might have opened the door, you knew you might have lost it, and you definitely seemed stressed. But what happened in the locker room? Because your team came out on a mission.
They did. Well, you know, it all comes from all of them. It's not about what I say, it's about what all they say and what all they contribute. This is a total team. We have so much harmony, and we call it our team magic. And our whole motto, our whole theme today was to dance on, to dig deep and dance on, which is our magic. And that's the girls held on to that, and they rallied during in the locker room, and they came back strong, and they said, we want to lay it all out here, and we are going to have zero regrets this weekend, and that's exactly what they did in the second half.
Well, the last 2 rotations were definitely magical. This is a big year for University of Georgia, of course, looking at setting a record of 10 NCAA titles, it being the last year as you head coach, Jay Clark stepping in. What's the future of Georgia Gymnastics?
Oh my gosh, our future is brilliant. It's great. We've got 5 unbelievable juniors, next year seniors returning, and just tremendous leadership from them, and a great recruiting class coming in. And this team knows how to win. The athletes on the team returning know how to win, and they're going to keep it going along with Jay and Julie with their leadership. It's going to be awesome.
You mentioned the importance of seniors. Seniors definitely stepped it up today. Courtney Capacci won the all-around. Coming into this competition, what kind of pressure did you feel with everything that was on the line?
Just the same pressure we had yesterday. I mean, it wasn't the best of meets, and we wanted to come in here and kick our own butts and fix the mistakes we made yesterday, and I think we did that.
Well, seniors, you have won 4 national championships. Tell me, is this one a little more special?
Absolutely. It definitely means something. I mean, we made history. How exciting is that? So it means a lot.
Well, congratulations, 5 in a row.
This is the NCAA Gymnastics Championships on CBS. One more time.
When I'm doing an event, I put my game face on. I think her eyes cross a little bit more and her nostrils flare a whole lot more. I'm loud. It's just me.
The championships. Okay.
I was like, what if I want to like bust out in a dance? Sorry, we're not recording this. Sorry. I was like exploding inside. It would all come. I'm done.